So I asked this question to Google: why are some men stronger than others naturally? And I'm not talking about steroids or injected strength, because when you inject testosterone, you are going to be stronger. Just like if I injected testosterone, I'm going to be stronger than I am right now. Okay, but I don't call that natural, I call that fake. Without those drugs, you go back to nothing basically, because you never even achieved anything naturally in your life because you gave up. Some people have more fast twitch muscle fibers that we're born with. It's genetics. Sometimes we have higher testosterone levels naturally, right? They play a role in muscle growth, okay? And explosive power, which I have. Okay, some of you have never even hit a 275 bench naturally, let alone a 315, a 350, or even overhead over 400 pounds. You've never done it. You can't overhead press your own body weight. You can't even overhead press 185 naturally, so you never did it. So you have to inject the strength. Why you're never going to hit 315? Most people never will hit 315 ever in their life, no matter how big they are. I've seen a lot of big people, right? They can't even bench 315. Why is that? So are they stronger? No, they're not. They're just bigger, right? The human world's different than the animal world. Yeah, a bigger animal can be stronger. You know, some of those little animals like wolverines, you know, they'll rip a bear's nuts off so the bear don't even go near it. It says it's not worth it. They just leave them alone. Right? Size doesn't matter in the human world that much. Right? It does to a certain extent. Like I believe, like if you watch fighting, okay, the toughest guys in the world are from 5'10" to 6'2". They're really no bigger than that. Look at all the ones. Look at all the fights way back, right? You need about, I'd say 185 to 235 pounds is about the toughest. Okay? Over 225, basically, you start to slow down. Over 230, 235, you start to slow down a little bit. I noticed that. But it's hard to judge those fights because a lot of them are, you know, everyone's on steroids, right? Which is fake, right? You know, it makes them faster and stronger. So it's very hard to judge that. But most of you are never going to hit 315 in your whole life. You know, everyone hits like big squats. Everyone gets strong legs, strong deadlifts, big deal. Okay, that's the easiest muscles to work, right? They're the biggest muscles. But it's the upper body that really counts. Like how much can you curl? How much can you overhead press? How much can you bench press naturally with no steroids, no injected strength? You know, a lot of people are 250, 240, even more. They can't even bench press 315. All they do is talk about how strong they are and whatnot, but they never show it. Right? They talk about how people are, oh, it's all fake strength. It's not fake strength. I've had this strength since I was 17 years old. I could bench press 300 pounds. I worked up to that. I was always a good bench presser. I started when I was young in YO. Okay, I used to do bench press and just rep it until failure, and I used to have to roll it off my chest, right? Because nobody else worked out with me. Then when I was 15, I went into another place, and yeah, we all lifted weights. Then I went to another place at 16, and there was a weight machine, and there was weights in there, and I was the only one that ever used that out of all the kids, right? And I used to have a trainer there. He was a guard that worked there, and he used to spot me and everything. So he showed me how to work out properly. He showed me explosions, everything like that, to where you lower the weight, you do 10, 10, 10, you lower the weight and just rip it, right? No pain, no gain. I always knew that, right? I always dealt with failure, going down like that. Right? Even my mother showed me, like when I was doing kickbacks, she was, no, slowly and do it and let it go down so you get the long, long muscles. So I've always had long muscles right here. Always went down, right? I've always had that. I've been lifting weights since I was young, and I never did steroids. I was tempted at a certain point, like I've said a few times, but that was only in my 20s. After that, I wasn't even tempted at all. Even one of my father figures, he did steroids, and he used to tell me, no, he was on Winstrol, and I seen him do it. He told me, no, you don't want to do it. He goes, it's okay sometimes, but after a while, you know, just your gains go away, he says. It doesn't even matter. And he was strong too. He was thick and bulky when he did it, right? And it was all steroids, he said. Doesn't even matter. And he was always pretty strong, even after he went off it. And then he went on TRT later, and it made him angry. He was always like an angry guy when he was on TRT, even crazy. He used to do patches. He wasn't even supposed to do it. He used to get it from other people. They used to give it to him. One of my other father figures told me, stay natural. It's always better, right? When you first start, get the lungs back, do the 12 reps just to get back. Get that feeling of pain. No pain, no gain, always, right? And then heal up, and then I would get stronger and stronger. That's when I hit a 465 bench press in my 20s. I hit a 480 with spotters in my 30s. I hit 400 in my 40s, my late 40s. Last year I hit a 405, 400. A few times I hit 405, 390s. I got many 390s, 395s, 385s. And that's with no spotter, okay? And that's natural. So I know how to do it. I've done it many times, right? I'm getting my bench press back up to, my goal right now is to get to 315 for back to 9 plus reps. I'm trying to go for 10, maybe even more this time. Today I just got 7 reps, no problem. I might have been able to get an 8th if I would have grinded it hard, right? But I could notice the left side was a little bit lower on the last rep, which is normal for me because my left tricep actually lags compared to my right. And it just builds up slowly as I go. Okay, so I do work my triceps. I started doing them again. Today I got a 250 off the floor over my head, push press. And I let it go down slowly. I get that eccentric. And most of you guys are never ever going to even get 225 like that. Right? If you can't do that, you're not stronger. And I don't count steroids. I don't count TRT at all. I really don't. I never will. I never have. All right? Because without that drug, you're done. You're not going to be able to do it. You're so susceptible to those drugs and those doctors when you're on that. What are you going to do when they change the laws, if they ever did? You'd be done. You'd be getting a black market. You'd be getting it made in a bathtub, wouldn't you? I've never even got testosterone levels checked. I don't need to. Since I stopped smoking weed, I feel so much better. Now I'm almost on 30 days. It'll be this weekend where I haven't drank any alcohol. And I'm waking up with wood in the morning, man. Okay, I feel so much better. I feel stronger. My energy's going up. Alcohol will suppress you, okay? It causes inflammation. Your testosterone levels will go up after 2 or 3 weeks when you stop drinking alcohol. And I can feel it. I can just feel it in my hands. I can just feel it all. I can feel it everywhere, actually. Now, 250 is what I got today. I haven't been at that for a little bit. I'm going to keep going up past that. I'm going to go up. My goal is to get to a 315 push press right now. That's my goal, okay? I'm going to do it this time. I'm not going to stop. My goal is to get to over 405 bench press again. I'm going to do that again. Once I'm at 9 to 10 reps of 315, my bench is going to be at 405 again. I already know. Right? I don't really care about form. You guys can say what you want, but you'll never even do it with bad form. Okay? If it's so much easier, do it. Yes, I know you're going to say you're going to hurt myself, but you people don't even have it in you, okay, to even do it. You would hurt yourself just trying it, okay? Anyways, peace everybody. That's my my opinion on it. Steroids are for fakes. You're susceptible now. That's it. You've enslaved yourself to drugs. Peace everybody.